You may be wondering why 2 suitcases. So just FYI, for this vlog, you will see only Ireland. We want to check out during Paris, and we'll be very busy in England, but you'll see stuff on our social media when we get back. But we're heading to Ireland for this video.
So you're heading to the Stay City apartment at Francis Street.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
Yes, appreciate you. Okay. Cheers. I'm great at that. I know, right? We're going that way.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah.
We want to cross.
It's Ireland's oldest pub, music and food. This is cool. It's Irish food. Welcome to Ireland. We thought it would be just right to start this video in a pub, and not just a pub, but the oldest pub in Ireland. We're at the Brazen Head, established in 1198. 1198! That is just incredible history. And we are going to make history here with 24 amazing women who have come from all over the United States. One from the UK, she's had the shortest flight. And are you ready for some trivia? Her last name is Styles. I'm sorry, that is no coincidence. We are so thrilled to begin this trip, to have a wonderful time, to make memories, and of course, a pint or 2 of Guinness. Hey everybody, welcome. It is so great to see you all. We finally made it to Ireland. Can you believe it? I know we've been seeing each other on little screens and little boxes on screens, and we've all said hello and identified who we are and why we're here, but now we really get to tell that story, and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for saying yes to this trip and for saying yes to you. And I can't wait to get to know you, and I can't wait for your fellow woman next to you to get to know you, and I'm really looking forward to all of the exchanges that are going to take place. I promise you this is going to touch you probably more than you even anticipated. And yeah, welcome to a great week, everybody.
Oh, hi, I'm Colleen from California. I have 2 daughters, 22 and 27. And I've been with my husband over 41 years. We met when we were very young, 20 and 21. And we've been together every day since. And he's so happy that I came. Because when I asked him, I said, honey, do you mind if I go? He goes, absolutely, you have to do this for yourself.
My name is Debbie. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I am born and raised there. I am so excited to be a part of this adventure. I love to travel. You can find me all over the world in far-flung places, and my husband is happily at home on the sofa with the dogs and the cat. So here I am.
I'm Shelly Ray. I am from the South, if you can't tell with my Southern accent, from Alabama. So I turned 50 in October, and almost 3 years ago I lost my husband of 29 years to ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. So I am middle-aged, trying to figure out life, starting over.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Karras. I'm from Warwick, New York. I'm stepping out of the box.
Good for you.
I've never just overwhelmed. I've never done anything.
Here's to you.
Hi everyone, I'm Magella. I am from Texas. I'm Chelsea. As of right now, I'm living in Washington State. I moved back during COVID.
My name is Patty. I'm from Southern California. This is my first time to Europe, and I'm happy to be here with my best friend. We've known each other since 3rd grade.
Second grade.
Second grade. And she's my Dominique. She's beautiful on the inside and the outside. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Oh, great. Now I'm going to start bawling. Please. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name's Yolanda. 2nd grade. We've known each other. I've always been a planner in my life. Very the responsible person, the caretaker type person I'm told you could always count on.
Yes, sure.
Sometimes it's come at a cost.
And then this came up and it came in my mailbox and I was like, this is like so out of my comfort zone, especially to be sharing a room with somebody. I emailed Christy, my roommate, and said, who's going to be the big spoon and who's the little spoon? And she was like, can I change rooms?
My name is Sharon. I'm from Chicago. 3 grown adult kids and a grandson. 6 years ago, I became widowed to the love of my life. I'm grateful for the 40 years we had together. But I found myself going inward. Honestly, your trip just spoke to me. And when you always say, be bold and be blessed, I took it to heart this time. And I thought, I gotta jump.
Hi, I'm Jo from England. Been married for 32 years, got 2 boys. Life's a bit of a roller coaster because this is the first trip I've ever done on my own. It's just always my family, which is what I love. That's what I like doing, you know. So it's a big challenge, but I'm so excited.
This trip will be a launch pad for many of you in many different areas.
Patty.
I have Lori.
Sarah.
You're welcome.
I brought her home today, but the first time. I was like, anyone that can service doesn't work.
There's a whole group that's been over here already. Yeah.
Welcome to Dublin, first of all. You're all very, very welcome. Anyway, we're going to walk through the city. We're going to start from here and we're going to walk, about a little under a kilometre. As we walk, I'd ask you to remember that we drive on the correct side of the road here. It's on the left-hand side of the road. Just going to walk now to O'Connell Street. My name is Stuart, so don't forget that. And if you want to ask any questions over the course of the tour, please stop me and ask me, because that's how we all learn a bit more. This is O'Connell Street, named after Daniel O'Connell. It's Dublin's main street. It was laid out as a residential street in the late 18th century, the late 1700s. The General Post Office in Dublin. Everything comes through the post office. It's the most important building in terms of communication in the country. It's called the Halfpenny Bridge because there used to be any pedestrian bridge across the Liffey. In fact, the first bridge you would come to was about 200 metres further upriver than that one. So that was the first pedestrian bridge, and you were charged a toll of a halfpenny, a half-penny, for crossing the river.
So glad you read to us. Love your channel. Where is he going? Oh, we live on the south side of the city, but we just came into town and I knew you were in Dublin, but I really didn't think there was a chance
awesome. Just as we passed. That is I love your podcast. I listen to you all the time, every week, and I'm so delighted.
So this lawn is almost certainly the spot where there used to be a pool in the River Poddle. But this pool was where the Vikings decided to dock their ships in the year 844 and build a little encampment right next to it, and that became Dublin City. So these are the state apartments at Dublin Castle, and this run of windows here runs into the state, the actual state apartments where the throne room is, where the king would have sat, or the queen. They decide they're going to build their offices here, and they get a number of architects to design buildings.
One more, hang on.
You did? You went to Iceland too? Yeah. Oh, it was 2 weeks after her.
Well, welcome to the Rock of Cashel in Cashel, Ireland. This structure is probably one of the most remarkable, really remaining structures of Celtic art and medieval architecture anywhere in Europe. Again, not much remains, but what does dates back to the 12th and 13th century. The Rock of Cashel served as the main royal site for the kings of Munster. During this time, there would have been a stone fort on top of the hill, as the name Cashel means stone fort. It's believed to have gotten its name from this. The rock is over 1,000 years old. The attack on the Rock of Cashel happened on the 15th of September in 1647. Initially, the Irish defenders managed to protect the cathedral, holding off attackers trying to get through the doors. But the parliamentarians then placed numerous ladders against the many windows in the cathedral and swarmed the building. I know.
When I walked into the chapel at the Rock of Cashel, I couldn't help but feel an overwhelming sense that I had been here before. a connection to ancestors. It just spoke to me. It was real. I was very comfortable, and I loved that feeling, that connection. My first time in Ireland, and I will definitely be back. I can't wait. But it was lovely. I will keep that in my heart and take it with me.
Oh, we will definitely want to.
I am attracted to Dominique's spirit. I love fashion, I love people, but most importantly, I love experiences and connection. And that's what this trip's about. I'm proud to be here with perfect strangers that have become friends. It's a thrilling experience to dive into a pool of the unknown and feel goosebumps. And that's what this is. An experience of the unknown. There are 25 books here, and I haven't discovered all of them yet, but that's my aim. Dominique inspires us to be real, because that's what's most important, especially at our age. That's it.
Patrick, go back there, Patrick.
And there's no longer rules in Ireland because of
This is my element.
I know. Not right.
Yes, I had Uncle Vic.
Welcome to one of our many stops on the Ring of Kerry tour. As you can clearly see, the wind is blowing just a tad. But everybody that we have spoken to, the locals, have said, welcome to summer in Ireland. And I feel like this video is going to paint such a false picture of traditional Irish weather at this time, because normally they say the mist and the fog can be so heavy that you can't actually enjoy this beautiful vista. So we feel so blessed. Every day we've had so far has been extraordinary. So we are enjoying the luck of the Irish on this tour. Our next stop is going to be lunch, but everything we have seen thus far, from the shepherding with the dogs to the wonderful trinkets and hats and shopping that we've done, and just the connection on the bus, I can't even describe what that has been like, and the conversation, so rich and beautiful, equally as beautiful as what you're seeing behind me.
So I'm from Cork in the south of Ireland. I grew up here. I lived here till I was about 19 years old. When I turned 19, I moved to Spain for the first time. Came back to Ireland for a year, but then spent the last 11 years of my life traveling, living abroad, living in different countries. And one thing I've noticed is, I mean, look at this beautiful surrounding. But when you live in a place, you grow accustomed to what you see all the time, right? Same beautiful views. You lose the appreciation, perhaps, that you have the first time you see it. Coming back here and seeing all these beautiful views, you just get such a renewed energy, a new perspective, and you're able to appreciate it again.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So, what have you seen so far in Kerry? You went to Rock of Cashel? What have you found so far?
Well, Ireland's always been on my bucket list, and I honestly never thought I'd be able to make it here, and I'm so excited because I've followed Dominique for at least 9 years so far, and actually my husband's the one that told me about her. The most impactful thing has been all these lovely ladies from different ages have come together with a common ground and same way of thinking and direction in life. Yeah, when this trip came about, when Dominique announced it, I didn't actually get to my emails quick enough to make the call on the day that the sale opened, you know, for your spot here in Ireland. So some time had passed and I checked my email one day when we were having dinner out and noticed, oh my gosh, they have a spot open, one spot. So I said to my husband, is it okay if I go? He said, absolutely. So I checked in and signed up with Trova Trips, which has been wonderful, by the way. And I'm just so excited that I'm here. And I never thought I'd get here, but it was just meant to be.
So, okay, you guys are from Ireland. Yeah. Tell us about this weather, because we know it's rare.
Oh, very rare, yeah. We don't normally get it. Maybe about a couple of weeks in the summer, that's it.
Just a few weeks in the summer?
No, not even a few weeks in the summer.
Could be a week, 2 weeks, and that's it. Mostly like rain and cold.
Yeah, you might get nice days with no rain, but not like weather like this consistent for a week.
So I raise my glass to you, beautiful, wonderful, amazing women who chose to not only come on this trip, but to come barefaced and be vulnerable together, to learn together, laugh together, share together, and be authentic together. So salute to everybody. Salute. Slanja, exactly. Wrong country. Slanja. As you know, on my platform, I show up barefaced all the time. It's very, very important for us to feel comfortable no matter what's going on. You know, it doesn't matter what's happening on the face. We have to show up, I think, as we are. Sometimes we may have skin issues. Sometimes we may feel like we're carrying more weight. Sometimes we feel, you know, not so great. But I think it's very, very important to be okay with that, not to hide that, not to, you know, tuck away in a corner, and just be very, very fine with how we are in the moment and in the present. So I'm happy to present myself as I am with my hackney and all. And I'm gonna give great tips for covering all of that and hopefully some tips to help you kind of really dial in your makeup game. And most importantly, let's just have a really good time and just enjoy beauty, enjoy the process of it. But we are all beautiful as we are right now in this moment. And that's the most important thing. Amazing.
So here I am in Ireland on the streets of Dublin right now with 21 of the most amazing women from all over the United States, one from England, and we started as strangers a week ago. And here we are. We have loved, we have laughed, we have cried, we have shared, we have encouraged, we've supported. It's just been amazing. It's amazing. We started as strangers and I feel like they're my sisters. They're my family now. So it has been one of the most amazing experiences. Dominique is everything I pictured her to be times 1,000. She is just amazing and kind and real and just, it's been an amazing experience. I will never forget this. I am so lucky and so blessed to be a part of this group, and I have found life and happiness again.
As we close out this incredible week of exploring Ireland, its surprising, beautiful weather, with my swans, who have joined me for 7 days and have blessed me beyond measure, I feel it appropriate to close out this video with an Irish blessing, and it reads, "May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand."
Super job.